You are staring at a massive plastic jug of premium blue laundry detergent sitting on your washing machine. To you, it is a $25 necessity to keep your family clean. To the multi-billion-dollar detergent industry, it is a highly calculated, wildly profitable illusion built almost entirely on tap water and chemical deception. And right next to that jug is a small pile of white powder and a cheap bar of soap. These two basic ingredients, combined with a 5-gallon bucket, will do something that expensive blue sludge physically cannot do. Stay with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I am going to show you exactly why that big bottle of detergent you bought from Costco is a complete scam, and how $6 of forgotten grocery staples will give you an entire year of perfectly clean laundry. Let's talk about laundry day. You pour a thick cup of blue liquid into the machine and run the heavy-duty cycle. But when you pull your towels out, they feel scratchy and stiff. Your gym clothes still smell like a wet dog by noon. You think you did something wrong. You assume you did not use enough soap, so you pour in an extra half cup next time, watching your money wash down the drain. Stop blaming yourself. You did not fail. Your washing technique is perfectly fine. You are just falling for a deliberate design created by the modern detergent industry. Here is where the trap snaps shut. When you walk down the laundry aisle at your local grocery store, you see endless rows of massive plastic jugs. They are incredibly heavy. That physical weight tricks your brain into thinking you are buying a concentrated, powerful cleaner. You are not. You are paying $25 for a jug that is mostly plain tap water, thickened up with additives to make it look like a premium gel. But here is the ultimate insult. That thick blue liquid is not engineered to remove the dirt from your clothes. It is engineered to hide it. The industry knows it is significantly cheaper to trick your eyes than to actually wash your fabric. They load that heavy sludge with a specific additive called an optical brightener. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a wall covered in sticky mud. Instead of grabbing a wet rag and washing the mud off, you just paint right over it with bright white paint. The wall looks clean, but the mud is still there underneath. That is exactly what modern liquid detergent does. It acts like a microscopic layer of reflective paint. It coats your clothing in an invisible sticky film that reflects light, tricking your eyes into thinking the fabric is clean. Here is the part nobody tells you. That invisible film builds up on your clothes wash after wash. It permanently traps dead skin cells, body oils, and sweat deep inside the fibers. That sticky layer is exactly why your towels feel stiff. It is exactly why your activewear still smells. The industry is not selling you a cleaner. They are selling you a highly scented glue and charging a ridiculous markup for the privilege. Let's talk about how families actually clean their clothes before these massive plastic jugs were invented. Long before the appliance industry convinced the world that we needed a $25 bottle of heavy blue liquid, people simply removed the dirt. They used 3 incredibly cheap, basic items that sit forgotten in almost every grocery store in the country. This is the exact practical method the commercial detergent companies desperately want you to ignore. Here is where it gets interesting. I want you to walk into the laundry aisle of your local Walmart. Look past all the glowing, expensive plastic jugs at eye level. Look down at the very bottom shelf. You are looking for a bright yellow 3-pound box called Arm & Hammer Super Washing Soda. It costs about $5. Right next to it, you will see a large white 65-ounce box with red lettering called 20 Mule Team Borax. It costs about $6. Finally, look up at the top shelf. You will find a solid yellow paper-wrapped bar of Fels-Naptha soap. It costs exactly $1.50. For less than $13, you just bought the only 3 items you need to make an entire year of laundry liquid. But to understand why this works, we have to look at the physical mechanics of washing clothes. Think about the sweat and body oil trapped in your shirts. It acts exactly like sticky glue. When you throw those clothes into a washing machine, plain water physically cannot pull that sticky glue off the fabric. You need something to break it apart. That is where your bright yellow box of washing soda comes in. Think of the washing soda as a microscopic hammer. When it hits the hot water, it physically smashes the sticky sweat and oils into tiny pieces, breaking their grip on your clothing fibers. Here's the part nobody tells you. Breaking the dirt loose is only the first step. If your house has hard tap water, the invisible minerals in the water will block the dirt from washing away. That is exactly why you need the white box of borax. Think of the borax as a heavy-duty bouncer at a doorway. It actively pushes those hard water minerals completely out of the way, creating a perfectly clear path for the water to flow smoothly. Finally, you add the yellow bar of Fels-Naptha soap. Think of this soap as a microscopic fishing net. Once the washing soda smashes the dirt loose and the borax clears the path, the soap acts like a net that catches those tiny pieces of dirt and holds them tight. It traps them in the water so they never settle back onto your clothes. When the machine finally drains, the dirt gets pulled straight down the pipe. You are left with clothes that are actually physically clean. No sticky films, no fake fragrances, just pure clean fabric. Here is exactly how you put this together in your own kitchen. You need a standard bright orange 5-gallon bucket. You can grab one of these from the paint aisle at your local Home Depot for about $4. You will also need a cheap metal cheese grater and a large pot of boiling water on your stove. Take that $1.50 yellow bar of Fels-Naptha soap and run it directly over the cheese grater. You want to shave it down into fine, fluffy flakes. Dump those flakes straight into the pot of boiling water. Grab a spoon and stir it slowly until the solid soap flakes completely melt into a smooth liquid. Now, take your orange Home Depot bucket and fill it halfway with hot tap water from your sink or bathtub. Pour the melted liquid soap directly into the bucket. Next, measure out exactly 1 cup of the white borax powder and exactly 1 cup of the yellow washing soda powder. Dump them both into the bucket, grab a long wooden spoon or a broom handle, and stir the water for a minute or two until those powders are completely dissolved. Finally, fill the rest of the bucket to the top with cold tap water, snap the plastic lid on tight, and walk away. Leave it sitting in the corner overnight. When you pop that lid off the next morning, the water will have naturally thickened into a heavy, concentrated washing gel. But right here is where you might be hesitating. The most common question people ask is, will this homemade gel ruin the sensitive sensors in my modern high-efficiency washing machine? The answer is no. It is actually significantly safer for your modern machine than the expensive store-bought jugs. Here is why. Commercial detergents add specific foaming agents just to create giant fluffy bubbles, simply because bubbles trick consumers into thinking the soap is working. But those massive artificial suds confuse the digital water sensors in high-efficiency machines. Even worse, those bubbles leave behind a sticky moisture that breeds black mold inside your rubber door gasket. This practical recipe creates absolutely zero artificial suds. It cleans perfectly without the excessive bubbles, keeping your machine sensors totally clear and your rubber gaskets completely dry. This single orange bucket holds 5 gallons of heavy-duty washing liquid. Because it does not contain fake water weight or artificial fillers, you only need to use half a cup to clean a massive load of laundry. You just made an entire year's supply of fabric cleaner for less than the cost of a fast food meal. By refusing to buy those heavy plastic jugs, you are keeping hundreds of dollars firmly in your own pocket every single year. You are permanently eliminating the sticky films that trap dirt against your skin. You are stepping completely outside of the retail trap. If this practical hack saved you from buying another useless $25 jug of heavy tap water, hit the like button right now. Every single like forces the system to push this video directly to other everyday consumers who are actively getting squeezed in the grocery store aisle. Hit subscribe, because next week we are exposing the hidden markup inside your expensive dishwasher pods, and the $2 swap sitting right next to them. See you in the next one.